Hello, I'm Matthew Atherton Baber. Welcome to my garden. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here in Kentucky, spectacular horse and bourbon country, I have just finished teaching a class on how to cut and condition hydrangea. And I have this spectacular arrangement here to show for it. I also probably look like I've just survived a shipwreck because it is a rainy, pouring day. I've had my arms in tubs of water. When I teach, I really get into it. But it's because I always want to give you the whole story. I want to give you a few really top tips while I have this set up here. The first is how easily you can create a powerful impact by just choosing your ingredients carefully. Look at this spectacular arrangement. I don't know how the camera has framed it, but if I need to put a still photo at the end to show you, I'll be glad to when I look back at the footage. I have only used 2 ingredients. These superb blue and purple and slightly spring green hydrangea with this 1920s sort of turquoise painted ice cream churn bucket. And I will tell you a small story about this bucket. I first saw this bucket used as a prop at the opera, and I saw a dazzling scene that was staged using a triadic color scheme, which was this sort of aqua turquoise and kind of a fuchsia magenta and kind of a rich Hermes orange. And it was so visually powerful, I thought, wouldn't that be fantastic in a floral combination? And I assumed that the bucket was painted that color by a property department. But years later, because I'm always out bumming through brocantes and flea markets, I found this bucket and I immediately snapped it up for just a few dollars. And in researching it, I found it was made in the early 1920s by the White Mountain Ice Cream Company. It is utterly delightful, and it is one of the main ingredients in this arrangement. But because the color, this is not a triadic color scheme, but because the colors work so powerfully together, and I have just unified them with this little bit of elegant, airy plumosa, I've done almost nothing except choose my ingredients carefully and prepare them wisely. If you want to know all the details about how I prepare the hydrangea so you can use them without fear of constant collapse, as is the case when you don't know what to do with them, you can certainly find my class coming up on my website, mathertonbaber.com. In the meanwhile, I want to quickly give you a great tip for once you have put most kinds of flowers. Perhaps don't do it with really fleshy flowers like orchid or calla lily, but hydrangea, roses, all the typical kind of bouquet flowers that you'd use for that type of floristry. What you can do is once in a while give them a good thorough misting all around, and particularly in hot weather, it will greatly extend the life of cut flowers and foliage. Unless, of course, the wind takes it off the table like here, but that's fine. Thanks very much for tuning in. Yes, mist your flowers. Some people know that. It might be new to others. The main point I want to leave you with is, look what a dazzling thing you can do with a small handful of ingredients when you choose them wisely. If that's the sort of thing you like, stick around. There'll be lots more of it coming up. You may also find me on Instagram, mathertonbaber, Facebook, mathertonbaber studio-workshop. And of course, here I am on YouTube. Thanks very much. I'm so glad to have you, and I'll see you again soon.